Well, hello and welcome to our Spring Trends Beauty Break. And thank you for joining and for watching the replay. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jill B. Denson, and I have been in the skincare industry and beauty industry for numerous years. And before I found Truora, I had never heard of what the microbiome for the skin was. I knew there was a microbiome in your gut and you took probiotics for that, but I never heard of it for the skin. And then when I found out about that, and I found about the company Truora and how they have pro and prebiotic products that help with the skin's microbiome. And I started learning a little bit more about it and about the products that I had been using and the toxic chemicals that were in there. I realized that Truora is where I needed to be because I, like most of you, are also trying our best to do whatever we can to be the healthiest that we can. So that's why I am with Truora Beauty, and I am a dog mom. I have 6 dogs. I have 2 grandkids and no, 3 grandkids, 2 boys and a girl. And I also have 2 of young men as my adult children. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to give you a little bit more information about the microbiome. Okay, so our skin is our body's largest organ. So think about it. Your skin is your body's first line of defense. So when it comes to protecting us from UV damage, from oxidants in the air, from pollutants, from the pollen that we're all dealing with right now, any toxins that are in the environment, our skin is a filtration system, and our skin deserves some love for reasons beyond just looking beautiful. We want to protect our skin for our health. So have you ever heard of the term microbiome? Or comment in the chat if you have. Now, we all have a very unique microbiome. Everybody's is different. And we develop it at birth. And there are so many different studies going on now about your gut and your skin microbiome and how it affects your health. And so our microbiome products, our microbiome itself, it protects us against germs, it breaks down the food to release energy, and it produces vitamins. So the health of our skin depends on a healthy microbiome, both your gut and your skin. So your skin flora, that's your good and your bad bacteria. It's diversity, there's abundance, and it defends against harmful microorganisms, dryness, infections, and painful skin conditions. So if you have, they have found that people that have like eczema and any other types of skin conditions, they have a lower amount of good flora on their skin. So that again is why it's important to feed our skin the right nutrients and not harm the good ones. So there's so many disruptors such as toxins, harsh chemicals that cause skin conditions and problem skin. So probiotic ingredients in the form of healthy bacteria. So that when you take the pre and probiotic tablet for your gut, but what options were there for our skin? So the Truora products contain pre and probiotics, which help maintain a healthy microbiome. So applying these ingredients to your skin can actually stimulate the production of defense cells that restore your skin's natural balance and stabilize its immune system. So not only does it help your skin look healthy, young, and clear, but it also decreases sensitivity, redness, and inflammation. And that was another thing that I really was attracted to with Truora, is the fact that it was a simple, easy regimen, one system for everybody. And the way it works is it balances out your skin's microbiome. And so it automatically adjusts, it gets my microbiome healthy so that my immune system and my skin repairs itself and protects itself from any aggressors any issues that are going on. So enough of the geeky stuff. Let's go ahead and go on. So first of all, we're going to take a little skin quiz. You'll get some tickets for that, and we can do some drawings later on. So first of all, swallowing is not the only way toxic chemicals enter the body. In fact, skin contact and inhalation are the two most common ways the body absorbs chemicals. So true or false? It takes less than a minute for most chemicals to enter the bloodstream after skin contact. That's true. It takes less than a minute. So think about it. What we put on our skin, we absorb. When did the beauty industry start? 4000 BC, the 1800s, or 1950? Historians can trace our use of beauty products and cosmetics back to 4000 BC and the ancient Egyptians who used coal to create dramatic eyes. So last question, true or false? Europe bans over 1,300 chemicals from skincare and cosmetics, and the US only bans 11. That's true. So there was a little bit of trivia there for you, and let's go ahead and get started with the spring trends, what we're here for, what we're excited for. I will share my screen. Give me just a second. All right. So you have probably already seen several of these trends because People Magazine, InStyle Magazine, or even if you've watched any of the award shows, because all of the fashion designers and the actresses, they all have the latest and trends that they've already put on. So you probably saw some of these already. But step one, you're going to want to have a healthy microbiome, like we just mentioned. You want to make sure that your skin is cleansed and hydrated. At the very minimum, cleanse your skin and apply moisturizer. And I know you're really, really tired when you get home at night and you think, oh, I don't have time. Well, you really need to, because at night is when your skin breathes and when it repairs itself. So if you still have all of the pollen, I keep coming back to that pollen because I know we're all familiar with that, but you have it on your skin. You have other aggressors, other pollutants that are out there, especially those of you who live here in Houston, if you got out in any of the traffic. So all of that dirt basically is on your face, and your skin needs to be able to breathe. So please, 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 at least cleanse your skin before you go to bed. And if you tend to wait until right before bedtime and you run out of time, well, you know what? If you do it when you first get home, when you change your clothes, go ahead and cleanse your face right then. You're done. It only takes just a couple of minutes. And actually, it's just singing the ABC song twice and you're done. And then put on your moisturizer, you're ready for bed. And in the morning, I've had people ask me, why do I have to do it in the morning? Because I went to bed with my face clean. Well, first of all, do you really put on a new pillowcase every single night? Now, some of you do, but I know a lot of us don't. So, we probably have a little bit of dirt on there, but also, like I mentioned a minute ago, your skin repairs itself every night, and there is cellular turnover and skin turnover. So you are sloughing off dead skin. So you definitely want to cleanse your skin in the morning as well. And again, apply your daytime moisturizer. And everybody needs an eye cream, okay? Everybody needs an eye cream. Because there are no oil glands in our eyes. So we need eye cream. So next thing, let's think about spring cleaning. So we've been indoors. We have been, just all of this artificial air and just stuck inside. So let's spring clean our face as well as spring cleaning our closets. So a microdermabrasion that will slough away all of the dead skin, and that will leave you with a more vibrant complexion. Plus, it would allow your products to absorb more effectively, and now you're going to get more bang for your buck. And remember, your skin turns over every 30 days, right? When you're young. As you get older, you're looking at 60, 90 days. So by using your microdermabrasion, you're speeding up that process if you're older than 20. So now you're sloughing off the skin cells quicker. And as a layer of skin gets sloughed off, a new one gets added. So we want to remember to do your microdermabrasion. It sounds kind of rough, but it's not. It's a very gentle because it's part of keeping our microbiome balanced. It's very gentle. You would use this 2, maybe 3 times a week. And the next thing is, we talked about your skin protecting you from the toxins, the microbiome. Well, your skin is like, think about your AC filter, and your AC filter filters everything out. Well, that's what your skin does for you. It's going to filter all of the impurities and the toxins out. So the charcoal mask, you're going to love it. The charcoal mask, it makes your skin filtration system work better, because what it will do is it cleans out that clogged pores. It's going to pull out impurities. And so now your skin filtration, your skin can filter much better. So when you combine the two together, you have the charcoal mask that is going to pull out the toxins and allow your skin to filter more effectively. And then you use the abrasion to slough off the things that were just pulled out of your skin. And then again, it allows your products to work so much better. And you're going to have a more vibrant, more youthful look by just using those two. So the next thing to think about is you want to think about, we're going to be out in the sun, right? These two products, this is a BioLift BioLifting hydration serum. That's a mouthful. And then there's also the balancing facial mist. These two are both fabulous during the winter because they add humectants and they hydrate your skin. Well, it's also good during the summer to keep your skin hydrated, and that way you have less oil production. It also helps, it just feels good. The mist just feels fabulous. It's cool and refreshing. And another very important ingredient that both of these have is called a bifida ferment lysate. Forget about the big words. What it does is it makes your skin more resilient to ultraviolet rays, and it also neutralizes any ultraviolet damage. So if you've been out in the sun a little long, you're a little red, apply these products, and the next day the redness is gone. Works fabulous overnight. So let's get into some of the color trends. First of all, tinted moisturizer. Tinted moisturizer is going to be really big, and it usually is during the summer. So, but don't worry about going out and purchasing anything new. You already have what you need in your cabinet. Use your daytime moisturizer and combine it with your liquid foundation, and then you have a beautiful sheer coverage. If you want a little bit thicker coverage, mix the night moisturizer with the liquid foundation. Now, if you want the sheerest of cover, mix your liquid foundation with that BioLifting serum that we just talked about, and your skin will be fresh and it will be real sheer, and your skin will still show through. And so fresh skin is one of the biggest trends for this year. And speaking of skin showing through, we have our Sheer Perfection foundation. This is a very light sheer coverage, but it evens out all of the imperfections. It evens out all of the skin tone, and it's great for oily skin or those of us who are just in a hurry and want to even out our skin. If you apply this immediately after your moisturizer acts as a, a primer. And then it allows that foundation to stay on all day long. So now let's get into monochromatic muses. You will see the monochromatic colors all during the summer and spring as well. And two of the most popular colors you will see are pinks and corals. And you're basically using double duty for your products. You need a blush, a lip color in the same color family, pinks, what I'm showing here, and your mascara. That's it. You apply your powder foundation, apply your blush, as well as your shadow and a little bit of color and your mascara. So you will see this all through the summer. Next is, here's an example of your corals. See how pretty, I mean, that is just gorgeous on her. And then the nudes, for those of us who just want to be, or if you're going into the office and your office is extremely conservative, and you have your nudes, and then you have your near natural. And on this one, it actually utilizes the your highlighting bronzer and the lip gloss. And so it's a little bit even more sheer because it's more near natural. And now back to the pinks and corals, you will see a lot of that. And for those of us who have lived through the 80s and some through the 60s, this is a repeat of history, because anytime you have economic or social type of repression, your makeup's going to be big, bright, and bold. And so you will see more of that right now. And remember, makeup is supposed to be fun. You can wash it off. If you put it on and you don't like it, you can wash it off. Let me give you another quick tip for your eyes. Let's say you apply a color, and it doesn't have to be this monochromatic. It can be any time of the year, or if you're doing a different color on your eyes, just doing the crease like we've been doing the multiple colors. If you find that you've applied an eyeshadow color too dark, take a powder foundation, either in the color that you currently use or a color that's lighter than what you use. By the way, it's a great investment because you're going to use it more than you realize. Take that lighter color and just swish it on top of your shadow that's too dark. You've just now lightened the shadow and you don't have to start over. And it looks great. And I've done this many, many, many times, so I know that it works. So give it a try. So today I've actually put on the pinks. You can see that the pink the blush is because I'm usually wear this bouquet blush that was in the picture. And so that's what I'm accustomed to wearing anyway. And I apply it kind of a lightish color. On the lids, you can see that it's a little bit darker and a little bit bright. I think I could get used to it. I had the pink lip color on. I mean, with my glasses, I would definitely be able to pull this off. Doesn't matter if I'm going to an office or not, because your glasses, you typically have a darker makeup on anyway. But with going to every day, I think it might take me a couple of times, depending on where I would be going. I would be game for this. And also, especially at night, there'd be no problem whatsoever. Now, I can tell you, when I was trying this out, this was the first time I tried this look, and I had put the light pink all over. I took the lightest shade on this palette right here, and I applied it all over. Then I took the darker shade and I put it in the crease, because I do have a hooded lid. And so I put it more here. And I can't say it was a little bit darker than I wanted, but then I carried it up into the brow, still a little bit darker than I wanted. So I used the tip that I just mentioned to you, where I used a lighter color foundation to blend on top of it to make it a little bit lighter, so it wasn't quite so pink for me at the time. So even though that's an extra step, but that still keeps you with that monochromatic look. I've got all pinks. So I think it's going to be fun for the summer. Give us something different to do. Now, another trend you will be seeing is highlighting, highlighting, highlighting. So this bronzer that you're seeing right here in this color right here, that will be great for the highlighting. And we will discuss that in just a moment. Next, so here are all the different colors. You see, it's just 3 products. It's your blush, your lip color, and your mascara. Quick, easy, out the door. Of course, this, we have the highlighter and your cashmere lip gloss and your mascara. So easy peasy out the door, quick. Diffuse lips. That's something else that is going to be popular this summer. It's not a different product. It's nothing. All you're doing is taking your lipstick and you can apply it and then blend it out with a, blur it out with a sponge, or you can do the easier way and just apply any lipstick like you would a lip balm. Take your lip color, use your finger and apply it out. And so basically you're just not getting that opaque look. So what colors are in? I mentioned the corals and the pinks. Well, here are Pantone's color of the spring. And you will see there's a fuchsia pink, a pink flambe, a tawny orange, and paradise pink. And here are some, the petal lip color goes well with the fuchsia, orchid for the pink flambe, a bear for the tawny orange, and primrose for the paradise pink. You could probably get away also with the living coral, but it's a little bit not, I mean, that bear is almost perfect because the living coral's got a little bit more coral to it than this tawny orange. Anyway, so those are great. As you're looking at the colors and the clothing in the store, you will know which color of lip color to go with it. So the next trend you see is a metallic eye. Now this metallic eye, you see, is very simple. There's not a hard technique. It's just a wash of color. It's just one color. Now you can see here, she has a little bit of a light brown color to help with her crease and her hooded eye, but it's just a simple swath of metallic color. You can either use the color in your highlighting bronzer. This particular color would be in the After Midnight. Be great for that particular thing. A very pretty one. And I use is the highlighter in the Painted Desert palette. This one over here, it's a gorgeous color, and it would be great for this metallic eye because it's a little bit of a brown. For those of you who like neutrals and nudes, it would be the exact perfect choice. So let's see what else is coming up next. Natural brows. We have, looks like a nice Brooke Shields brow almost. So gone are the days where we just do a liner, which most of us aren't doing a solid liner anyway. As we get older, our brows do thin, and some of us do need to put a little bit of liner, but always remember to come back with a little spoolie and brush it through. And a spoolie is just the mascara wand like brush. The best way to do this, though, to get the natural looking brow is to use either the darkest color in your highlighter, or either use one of your dark browns like in the After Midnight or your coffee shop. You will take an angled brush and you will just swift the colors on. And to make it stay best, use a hair pomade. Mix it with a hair pomade, or take Truar's lip balm. Take a little paint pot of some sort, scrape a little bit of the balm, take your shadow, scrape a little bit off, mix the two together. Now you've got brow color, and it will go on and look natural because you will apply it at an angle. Did not set my angle brush here, But pretend this is a little bitty angle brush and you just short hair strokes, quick, easy, fun, out the door. So how about how many 80s girls do I have here? Blush is back, and it's back in a big way. Big, bright colors, lots of colors. And we will be contouring with our blush. We will be highlighting with our blush. So the compacts are actually built that way. You can see we will be contouring with the dark color and highlighting with the lighter color, and which I don't know if you can see, but I did try to do that here by you take your dark and always go up, okay? Because you find and go up. And I suck your cheek in like a fish so that your cheekbones stay pretty much where the skin on the cheek pretty much stays where it is, whether you're smiling or not, okay? And so, and then you will take the lighter color and swish on top of it. And the good thing about that is that helps to blend it together. And then when you get through, always come back with a sponge. If you've applied your liquid foundation with a beauty blender, just kind of a dot on top of it, just a little bit, so that it evens out the edges. But remember, bright shadow is back in style. So next thing you will see is, remember I mentioned highlighting a minute ago, 3-point highlighter. Basically that's cheeks, underbrow, and the corner of your eye. And that's on top of that is using a lighter color like this. And that will give you, it will just freshen up your look. So if you're looking, let's say it's the end of the day and you don't feel like putting your makeup back on and you have to go somewhere, 1, 2, 3, and you freshened up your look. So just remember, okay, it's summer, and I've mentioned this highlighting bronzer several times. You're going to remember bronzer doesn't stop right here. So a little color bronzer on the body looks great. Just take that bronzer, take a big brush and just bronze all over your shoulders, your chest area here, and your neck area as well. And that way you have a nice, you don't go from bronze to no bronze. So it will look really, really good. So those are the trends for summer and spring of 2022. I hope you got some great information, some great tips from that. If there are any of these colors that you would actually like to try on in person, be sure and let me know. And that way we can get together with you and a couple of your friends and just play with makeup and just play with the colors and have fun, have a fun girls' afternoon. And if there's anything that you saw that you just can't live without right now, be sure and comment in the comments. You can message me directly in the comments, or you can message me at 281-381-9085. And right now until the 18th, those colors are on sale. You can save 25% off on the set. The set is regularly $81, and retail customers, it's on sale for $60.75 for all 3 pieces. You get your choice of the pink, the corals, the nudes, or the near neutral set. And if you're a TLC, and that's free shipping and 15% discount on everything. Anyway, it's $51.64. So I would love to talk to you and help you out with your shopping cart, and just let me know anything you need. I hope you've learned a few things, and let's stay in touch. Bye-bye.